जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे, जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे, जय पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा, जय प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा, श्रील प्रभुपादा। श्री श्री राधा माधव भगवान की जय, पंचतत्वा की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरुदेव। All those assembled devotees, हरे कृष्ण। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टकी। हरे कृष्ण माता जी।
Hare Krishna. I'm so sorry. I thought, I was on mute. Sorry. So, yeah, because Vrajapriya Sakhi Mataji is supposed to take the second shloka. So I'll quickly, take you all through first shloka. I think everybody has recited the shloka, but if you all want, I will again I'll share it so that everybody can go through once. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadhyasya yato anavayat itarata artheshu abhiknya swarat tene brahmaridhaya adi kavaye muhyanti yat surayah tejo vari mridam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargo mrisha dhamna svena sada niratsat kohukam satyam param dhimahi. When we were doing Bhakti Vaibhava, we were asked to by heart it, So I think I went very fast. Sorry for that. So we say Bhagavad Gita is manual, instruction. If we count ourselves in the category of human being, we must, we should, and we have to read Bhagavad Gita, understand it, and implement it. Yeah. So we discover, we understand, and we implement. So the moment Bhagavad Gita ends and we start implementing on ourselves, Athato Brahma Jigyasa, we will have many, many questions. Who is this, the one who has given us instructions? We want to know about him. Yeah. So एक छवि हम तैयार करते हैं, a kind of a picture in our mind, though we all know that Krishna is Shamarup and all, but Bhagavatam starts from there. And what is this 12th canto Bhagavatam? It talks about who he is, what he is, where he is. And in the parampara, all those who have known to him, who have surrendered to him, so through them, we understand about the Lord. So yesterday also, Prabhuji was taking us to, so this 7 points of Janma Adi Yasyata Yato. What is it? First we say Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So what is he? So it says, my obeisance unto all pervading personality of Godhead. Who is that Godhead? Vasudev. And Vasudev or Krishna. Who is this Vasudev? Vasudev's son. And who is he? He is the absolute truth, and he is the Paramatma, the personality of supreme personality of Godhead. And then Janma Adi Yato. So it says he is prevailing, primeval, cause of all causes. Cause of all causes of creation, maintenance, and destruction of the universe. And then we say Anavaya iti itaratasche artheshu abhijna. So what is this when we talk about? He says he is directly and indirectly conscious of all the manifestation. When we say all the manifestation, that means the entire universe and universe. When he inhales, destruction happens. When he exhales, the creations of universe and universe, even from his, every pore of his body, universes are formed. So we are talking about him, that absolute truth. And then Swarat, he is the fully independent. Then Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavaya. The moment Brahma was created, we say engineer, our engineer. So the moment he was created, he didn't understand anything because he was not able to see anything. Everything was in dark. So only he tried to understand where he is, how he is, and what, he was trying to understand, and only two words came to him, tapa. And without wasting a second and a minute, he went into tapa. And Lord was so happy, so pleased with him that's the reason this statement is used in a Tene Hridaya Adi. Who is this Tene? Lord. Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavaye Muhyanti Yatsure. So he manifested through the heart of the Brahma, and he shook hand with Brahma within his heart, and he said, excellent, I'm so pleased with what all you have done. Now take this ingredients and start doing the creation. So it says Muhyanti Yatsure. Muhyanti Yatsure means by him, even great sages and devatas are in illusion, because and we know Brahma Bimoha Leela is there. Indra also got bewildered. So they are all created. They are the creation by the Lord. But even they get into illusion. Then it says Tejo Vari Mridam Yatha. That is, just as one is bewildered by the illusionary representation of the Lord. So it says, and how is that illusion happens? It says, mirage in the desert, we feel that there is water, but there is no water. This is illusion. What we see on the land, or we see on the water, that is what is illusion to us. Why? Because this is nothing but three mode of material nature. It says Dhamna Svena Sada. Nirats Kuhukam. That is, he is eternally existent in transcendental abode, which is forever free from illusion. Satyam Param Dhimai. I, Brahma is saying, I meditate upon that absolute truth, Lord Shri Krishna. Is it clear to all of you all? I mean, it's just a glimpse, because I don't want to take more time from her account. Mataji, no problem. You can take 10-15 minutes more. Yeah. Okay. So over to you, Mataji. I hope we are doing the justice. Devotees, can we go ahead?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Thank
Yes,
you.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna,
Yes,
Mataji.
over to you.
Who started this sloga, Mataji? First sloga.
Mataji, she wants to ask who speaks this shloka? Who is narrating this shloka, the first one?
Vyasadeva, I think.
Vyasadeva is only writing.
Hare
Vyasadeva.
Vyasadeva, he wrote the Bhagavad.
Vyasadeva is writing. Yes, Vyasadeva is writing. But how we got to know? Through Shukadev Goswami. Yeah, that he's saying that he has narrated this to Parikshit Maharaj. That's how we get to know this, isn't it? Yeah. So now what we try to understand, this first Bhagavatam, That is Sutta Goswami. See, there is 3 segments, dear devotees. There are 3 segments wherein, firstly, Parikshit Maharaj, when he was cursed, he went to the Ganges and he was asking questions. After the person has got the notice of death, what the person has to do. So then Shukadev Goswami, who is son of Vyasa, he is first time narrating this Srimad Bhagavatam. In that assembly, Sutta Goswami was sitting. And now, sages of Nimisharanya are asking Sutta Goswami that we got to know that you were there in that assembly. You have directly heard. Can you let us know? So now Sutta Goswami was speaking this to us. Yeah, dear devotees. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Over to you. She's the speaker for today. Sorry, Mataji.
Nana, can I share?
Yeah, please, you share. You're able to?
Am I audible and is the share visible? Yeah, it's there, right?
Yeah, your screen is visible and you are audible. Yeah. Thank you. As many can put on your cameras so that she should not feel, oh, like Brahma, it's everywhere, it's dark. Thank you, Shilpa. Thank you, Madhavi, Krishnamurti Prabhu. Though I am in bad, I'm very bad today. So, okay. But I want to give her some light, some life.
Okay.
Okay, Mataji, go ahead.
No, no issues, Mataji. You can switch off. The others are switching on, no issues. Please take care.
Oh, see, Devala is there. Oh, so nice. See her. Wow. The PPT, the background is beautiful. Anuradha, I'm not able to see you. Okay. Sudha Mataji, after long time, long time. Archana, yes, thank you. Thank you. Many of you all, we know each other. Oh, Momita Mataji has joined. Kemon ache? Divya Desai Mataji, Giridhari Gopal Prabhu.
Hare
Thank
Krishna
you.
Mataji, Dandavat pranams.
Dandat Pranam after long time. Meenakshi is there. Yes. Dinesh Prabhu. Thank you. Yes, please. Mataji, go ahead, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So let's start today on that note. The second shloka for this first chapter of first canto, Srimad Bhagavatam. So maybe after I recite, maybe one or two of you can recite later. So I'll recite the whole shloka, so you can later do it. And I'm on two screens, so maybe I might be looking somewhere else, but I'm really talking. I can see all of you on my laptop screen, so please don't mind it. So Shilpa Mataji, you raised your hand.
Hare Krishna, no Mataji, to recite if
To recite, okay.
yeah, if the admin allows, I'll recite.
Okay. So the second shloka goes, Dharma projihita kaitavo atra paramo nirmatsaranam satam vedyam vastavam atra vastu shivadam tapatrayonmulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krute Kim va parerishvara Sadyorudi avarudhyate atra kritibhi Shushrubhistakshanat. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. I can see Archana Sri Radha Mataji. Can you please recite?
Yes,
Anybody
Mataji.
want to pick up? Yeah, go ahead.
I do, Mataji. Dharma projita kaitavotra paramo nirmatsaranam sadam vedyam vastavamatra vastu shivadam tapatrayonmulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kim va parerishvaraha Sadyo hridyavarudhyatetra kritibihi Shushrushrubhitakshanat. Thank you, Mataji.
Wonderful, Mataji. Thank you so much. Vrishabhanu Kanya Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. May I recite only?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
धर्म प्रोजित कैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सताम् वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सत्यो हृदयवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूभिस्तत्क्षणात् हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. The first, Jigisha Sharma Mataji, can you read the translation, please?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Please read the translation.
Yeah. Completely rejecting all. Just a minute, Mataji.
Somebody else.
Completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated, this Bhagavata Purana propounds the highest truth, which is actually, Mataji, I'm not getting my spectacles and I'm not able to read it.
Okay, somebody else
Mataji,
can read.
can ask
Shilpa
somebody
Mataji.
else.
I thought
Shall
I
I
have to
read?
recite. I thought I have to recite the mantra, so I raised my hand.
Shall
Oh,
I
okay.
read, Mataji? Shall I read?
Please,
Yes,
Gandharvika
Mataji,
Mataji,
please read.
please go.
Thank you, Mataji. Translation. Completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated, this Bhagavata Purana propounds the highest truth, which is understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. The highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all. Such truth uproots the threefold miseries. This beautiful Bhagavatam, compiled by the great sage Vyasadeva in his maturity, is sufficient in itself for God realization. What is the need of any other scripture? As soon as one attentively and submissively hears the message of Bhagavatam, by this culture of the knowledge, the Supreme Lord is established within his heart. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So we will not read the purport. I'll cover it in the lecture only. So we'll directly go to. You're able to see the share, right?
Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So we just heard a recap of first shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam, first shloka, actually the first three verses of Bhagavatam, they are like a prelude for Srimad Bhagavatam. So the first shloka, first verse, it is talking about the greatness of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay. It told how he is the creator, maintainer, and destructor, how he is the first cause of all causes, how he is the one who first instructed Brahma. All those things are describing about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yeah. How the demigods and the great sages, they are also bewildered. They are also illusioned. How, but he is beyond illusion. He is always in his dham. All those things we heard. Second verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is describing about the greatness of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. And the third verse, which we are going to take, which tomorrow it will be taken, it describes about the sweetness of Srimad Bhagavatam. So let's go today for the second verse. We have already read the second verse, so I'm just understanding the shloka, line by line, word by word, we will try to understand. Okay, so the first verse of the shloka says, like first line, sorry, says dharma projita kaitavo. We will talk up to there. Okay, so what is dharma means? First, let us understand what is dharma. Okay. So dharma means what? It is an intrinsic character or the original nature of something. Like, for example, if we take sugar, what is the nature of sugar? It's sweetness. Salt, what is the nature or characteristics of a salt? That it is salty.
Salt.
Or for example, like fire. What is the nature? What is the intrinsic quality
Heat.
of the fire? Heat, yes.
Heating.
It gives light and warmth. Thank you so much. So, like that, everything or every object in this material world is having a dharma, a characteristics, that which is unchangeable. Okay, one is unchangeable characteristics. You cannot put sugar in some curry and say, okay, the curry has become very salty, right? You cannot change it. Like that, it is unchangeable. Fishes, for example, they live only in the water. Okay, so like that, every animal, every bird, every human being also is having some dharma. So Srila Prabhupada says in the purport that the dharma of eating, sleeping, mating, defending, these are common for both the human beings and the animals. But what is differentiating in both of them? That is this religion, that is this dharma. This is an extra function that the human beings are having. Dharmena hina pashubhi samana. If there is no dharma, then he is equivalent to an animal. So, like that. So, the main inherent quality or dharma of a human being is what? To love Krishna. So there are many other dharmas also which we hear about. Okay, what do we hear about? Dharmas depending upon the varna, dharma depending upon the ashrama, like you know, Brahmana dharma, Kshatriya dharma, Vaishya dharma, or Brahmachari dharma, or dharma for the Gruhasthas. We hear about Sri dharma or Kula dharma. We hear about Dana dharma. So many dharmas we hear about. Okay. So all these dharmas which we are talking about, they are basically based on the bodily platform. Okay. Whichever body you are taking, you are taking a Brahmana's family, then you are following a Brahmana dharma. Or you are in a Kshatriya family, you are following a Kshatriya dharma, like that. So all these dharmas which are on the bodily platform, they are very, very temporary. For example, if we take a brahmachari, okay, a brahmachari is a brahmachari only for a particular time limit, right? After he has finished his education, what he is doing? He is taking up gruhastha dharma. So that dharma is temporary. It is done, then you are finishing of that dharma, going for a gruhastha dharma. After that, then going for a vanaprastha dharma, like that. So, there are these are all the temporary dharmas, or very not a permanent. So, dharma is actually we can basically divide it into two types: one on the bodily platform, and one on the permanent platform, that is on the spiritual platform. Okay. So this dharma we have heard somewhere else also. Do you recollect in Bhagavad Gita which shloka it was? I can give you a hint. The last chapter, 18.66, Krishna is telling.
Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam
Yes.
sharanam vraja.
Yes, exactly. So Sarva Dharmam Parityajya. Krishna is talking there last. What is he told about so many dharmas, everything, so many yogas also he told. And now he is telling Sarva Dharman Parityajya, leave all the dharmas he is telling. And now leave all the dharmas and surrender unto me. That is what he is telling. Okay. So what all dharmas are you going to reject? So now Vedic scriptures, they are also talking about different subject matters. Primary subject matters are like dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. Yeah. So these are like doing pious activities, economic development, satisfaction. Kama means satisfaction of the senses, and finally moksha, that is liberation from this material bondage. So in the lower stage of human life, that is what Prabhupada says in the purport, that people try to earn money, do a lot of pious activities. When once you get a lot of money, then what is happening? They go for charity, or they're desirous of so many things. So because money can buy it, so they are desiring lot of things. That in going for putting up a lot of factories or shops, or cinema halls, and so in the meantime, what they have, if they are going like this, economically going forward, so what happens? They are forgetting to go to the temple. They are forgetting to go to the places, Prabhupada writes, which were erected by the forefathers. So practically, Prabhupada says that nowadays, whatever religion is in the name of religion people are performing, that is nothing but they are performing it for economic gain. Economic gains for what? For the sense gratification that are needed for sense gratification. And that also what is happening, there is a competition always. Fighting, rivalry. Why? Enviousness has developed. That's why there is rivalry to satisfy. Oh, this person is having Maruti, I will have something else, a BMW. This person is having BMW, let me have a helicopter or an aeroplane. So many things are coming up because of the desires. Only for the sense gratification, there is always a fight among. So these things are giving happiness actually to the human being, but they are cheating. Why? Because it's very temporary. It's not a permanent happiness for us. It's not permanent bliss. The results are very, very temporary. So, and what happens when someone gets disgusted? Okay, I don't want anything in this life. Either they are not able to, not able to earn that much money to satisfy their senses, or if they earned that much money and they are disgusted with all these things, then they are going for moksha. Oh, enough of this. I don't want this material body. I want moksha. I want salvation. I want liberation. And they try to do what? They try to become one with the Supreme Lord. And that is also not proper. Not proper. Why I'm saying not proper means it is temporary. It is not a permanent thing. Why? Because a jiva cannot stay idle, and at any moment we read this in Bhagavad Gita also. All the time the jiva is very active, so it cannot stay silent or quiet or stagnant at one place. So, dharma that is performed on the bodily platform, that's what all we have discussed right now, it is very, very temporary. It is giving relief from the suffering, just like a tablet. Today I'm having a headache, I'll take a tablet, headache is gone. But tomorrow again the headache comes, again I have to take a tablet, right? So, like that, it is very, very simply, it is giving relief for the time being like that. And also very limited, and also it is based on lot of envy, hatred. So it doesn't look real actually. It is very looks very artificial. Then what happens with all these things? You get attached to whatever you are getting in life because of the desires. Attachment increases. And when we are getting attached to something, that means what? We are bound to this material life. We are bound to take birth again. We are bound to go on this cycle, repeated birth and death cycle. And also, it is never good as one expects. Whatever I am expecting, I may not get the complete 100% result. I may not get. So that is why dharma on the bodily platform is very, very temporary, not reliable. So Srimad Bhagavatam says we have to reject this type of dharma. Dharma projhita, reject. Reject means what? Reject means not leave everything and sit in one place. No, reject is not like that. Arjuna, did he do that? When Krishna said, Sarva dharmam parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja. Arjuna didn't do that. He performed his Kshatriya dharma, right? He went to the war, he fought the war, he won the war. But what was increased over there? Surrendership unto the Supreme Lord was increased. So we are doing our duty, but we are depending more upon the Lord. And we are not doing things for our sense gratification. We are doing it for the gratification of Krishna's senses, like that. In the Vedas also, all these are mentioned, these four activities are mentioned, but in a regulated way, so that there is no competition, for sense gratification. But people do not go there. So Srimad Bhagavatam is very much transcendental to all these things, all to the Vedic scriptures. It is transcendental to this sense gratificatory activities. Srimad Bhagavatam is talking about true religion, true dharma. So what is this true dharma? Just right now we saw all is the temporary dharma, which is unreal, which is not factual. So now what is this true dharma? In this true dharma, Bhagavatam 1.2.6, I think it is 1.2.6 says, Savai pumsam paro dharmo yatho bhaktir adhokshaje ahaituki apratihata yayatma suprasidati. The supreme occupation or supreme dharma for all the humanity is that one has to develop a loving devotional service unto the Lord, unto the Supreme Lord. And how that devotional service should be ahaituki and apratihata. Ahaituki means what? It should not be motivated. It should be unmotivated and uninterrupted to satisfy the Lord and to satisfy ourselves also. Yeah. So that is the paro dharma. That is the paro means it's a supreme, like a superlative degree. So Srila Prabhupada also says in this purport that dharma which sustains one's existence. He says that a living being's sustenance of existence is to coordinate his activities. Yeah. In such a way with the eternal relationship with the Krishna is again again we are connected again to that relation. So true dharma means that which gives us the understanding about our relationship with the Supreme. It talks about our constitutional position. What is our constitutional position?
ಜೀವೇರ ಸ್ವರೂಪ ಕೃಷ್ಣರ ನಿತ್ಯದ.
Yes. So to that position we should reach. So that is the true dharma. So we have to get back to that position. That is the true religion, and that is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. Not only that, they have given a lot of examples also in Srimad Bhagavatam. Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, Narada, so many examples are there. So now Srimad Bhagavatam is called Paramo Dharmo Projita Kaitavo was the first line we saw. Then it is saying Paramo Nirmatsaranam Satam. Paramo means it is transcendental. It is it is the best. Yeah. And Srimad Bhagavatam is also called as I was listening to one class and Prabhuji was mentioning this. Srimad Bhagavatam is also called as Chakravarti Shabda Praman. Chakravarti means emperor. It's the emperor of all the Vedic scriptures, all the Vedic or highest Vedic authority, Srimad Bhagavatam. Then Srimad Bhagavatam is also called as Amala Puranam. Mala means dirt, no? Mala means dirt. Mala means those material desires. And Amala means pure, spotless Purana. So Srimad Bhagavatam is that spotless Purana. It aims for the goal of human life. And the goal of human life is what? To connect to Krishna through devotional service. So now what it is telling, who is going to understand this? Nirmatsaranam. Paramo we understood. Nirmatsaranam. So Matsara means envy. Nirmatsara means the one who is free from envy. So every conditioned soul, we are having 6 enemies. All of us are having these. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, and Matsarya. They are all like increasing order. Probably Kama is the least one, but when it increases, it goes to Krodha. It increases, goes to Lobha, Mada, and Matsarya as the last. So it is very, very difficult to come out of that Matsarya. So does it mean that if we are envious, Matsarya is there as a quality for us, then we are not able to read Bhagavatam? The doubt comes, right? So, but Srimad Bhagavatam clears that doubt. Srimad Bhagavatam is telling in 2.3.10. What is that? Akamo sarva kamo va moksha kama udarati tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. Telling the one who is the intelligent person, okay? Whether he is having material desires or whether he is not having any desires or he is desiring liberation also, what they should do? They should simply worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So then this confirms that we are eligible to read this Puranam, this Amala Puran, this Srimad Bhagavatam, we can read. And the next word comes is Satam. Satam means what? The devotees. So how are these devotees? Prabhupada mentions that the transcendental devotees, those who are nirmatsara, how they are not only free from material envy, but they are well-wishers also, well-wishing friends to everybody. How they are well-wishers? Because they are striving to establish a community or a competition-less society with God in the center. Like our Srila Prabhupada, who has opened so many ISKCON temples all over the world, just to bring everybody under the umbrella of Sri Krishna, right? So, like that. Nirmatsaranam satam, they don't have any taste for mundane sense gratification. They are non-envious people. So next shloka, we will go next sentence. What is it saying? Vedyam vastavam atra vastu shivadam. So Vedyam is what? Vedyam means that which is understandable. Vastavam. Vastavam means this is a fact. This is not illusion. This is not unreal. This is a fact. Vedyam, that understanding, that factual position of the Lord. If Bhagavatam is talking about the factual truth. And atra vastu, vastu means the subject. Oh, who is the subject here? The Supreme Lord, Krishna, the absolute truth. He is the subject here. And he is in his personal feature. Prabhupada says Srimad Bhagavatam is giving information about the absolute truth in his personal feature. He is not giving impersonal form of the Lord. Bhagavatam is talking about the personal form of the Lord. Okay, so this destroys all the Mayavadi philosophy. So it's giving the personal features of the Lord. Then Srimad Bhagavatam is recommending directly. It is not beating around the bush. Go here for getting a good husband. Go there to get, a lot of money. Go there to get something else. Good son, good child. Like, no, Srimad Bhagavatam says nothing doing. You have to worship the Supreme Lord. He is the Supreme. He can give everything. So now what happens after you are reading or discussing about the Supreme Lord, then what happens? Atra vastu shivadam. Shivadam means what? Auspiciousness. Auspiciousness, whenever we are discussing about Srimad Bhagavatam, auspiciousness is spread everywhere. At least at that point, when Srimad Bhagavatam is discussed, we forget everything else. We forget, oh, somebody has done something wrong to me in the whole day. We forget that. We are totally into the thoughts of Krishna. We don't remember anything else. So it is auspiciousness to us, right? So also we recite this prayer every day before reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.18. Nashta prayeshu abhatreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtaki. Here also it is telling what Prabhupada is telling, that all that is abhadra. Abhadra means all that is troublesome to the heart. It is all wiped off, or it is all destroyed. Nashta, it is destroyed. Nashta prayeshu abhadra, all is destroyed. When you are Nityam Bhagavata, when you are studying the Bhagavatam or reading the Bhagavatam every day, or regular attendance, Prabhupada is writing this word, by regularly attending the classes on Bhagavatam and by rendering service to the pure devotees, what happens? All that is troublesome to the heart goes away. It is completely destroyed. And not only it is destroyed, but the loving service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead is awakened. Okay. So same thing, Shivadam and Nashaprayeshu Abhadreshu. Shivadam also brings up auspiciousness. Abhadra is Abhadra means everything that is not auspicious is destroyed, or troublesome to the heart is destroyed. And then what happens? Vedyam Vastavam Atra Vastu Shivadam. So the highest truth, discussions about the Supreme Lord, when they are discussed, the auspiciousness is coming everywhere. Okay. So let's see the next word. Where is my mouse? Okay. Tapatrayon Moolanam. What is tapatraya? Tapatraya means the miseries, threefold miseries. They are what? Unmoolanam. Moola means what, you know, right? Moola means roots of the tree. So if you're just cutting the branches of the tree, the branches come again. Remove the leaves again pop up, right? But if you are removing the tree from the root, then the tree dies and it doesn't come out. So when we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, when we are discussing the topics about Srimad Bhagavatam, not only Shivatam, not only auspiciousness comes, but the threefold miseries are also gone, completely gone forever. What are the threefold miseries? Adi Bhautika, Adhyatmika, and Adi Daivika. These are the threefold miseries. So Adi Bhautika means the miseries that are caused by other living entities, like say mosquitoes or envious people or dogs. Yeah. Adhyatmika means coming from one's own body and mind. Oh, my bones are aching, or my teeth are going, old age teeth go, headaches. So much worries are there, stress is there. You get a lot of headaches. Corona, yeah, one big example because everybody knows about it. Adi Daivika. What are Adi Daivika? By nature, coming from nature, demigods. What are they? Like famine, tsunami, earthquakes, extreme weather conditions, extremely hot, extremely cold. So all these tapatrayas are gone. You know, they are removed completely, uprooted. So how they are uprooted? Why we are saying uprooted? Because these are all coming because of our ajnana. We are trying to connect it to our body. So when we understand Srimad Bhagavatam, we know that we are not this body, and then that because that ignorance is gone, we get the strength to what should I say, to deal with these miseries in our life. Yeah. So Srila Prabhupada's statement again, I would like to read here. Srila Prabhupada says that in the material conception of life, what is happening, that one falsely thinks that he is the Lord of all whatever he sees. Prabhupada is writing, I think, surveys. One falsely thinks himself as the Lord of all he surveys, and therefore he is troubled. He is always troubled. If you think something is mine and somebody else takes it, definitely you are in trouble. The attachment is there for that particular thing, and when it goes away, again the miserable condition. So one is troubled, therefore he is troubled by these threefold miseries. Okay, when one falsely thinks that he is the Lord of all whatever he is saying. But as soon as one knows about his real constitutional position, that he is the servant of the Lord, he will at once become free. There is no attachment, and then he becomes free of all these miseries. That is why it's written here, Tapatrayon Mulanam. It's not that devotees of the Lord do not get any sickness, are not affected by the miseries causing by the demigods, earthquake, famine, etc. But it doesn't matter to them because they take everything as Krishna's will, Krishna's mercy, and then they go ahead about it. Okay, so Tapatrayon Mulanam, right? So go to the next. So next one says Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krute Kim Va Parer Ishvara. So Srimad Bhagavate, let's take the word Srimad Bhagavate. So why Srimad Bhagavate? It's a great literature. Why great literature? Because it is talking about the Supreme Lord. So Srila Prabhupada is mentioning here that Supreme Lord is compared like the total body, and all the other demigods, they are his different parts of that body. Okay, so Srimad Bhagavatam is Mahamuni Krute is Krute means is compiled by this great Mahamuni, greatest of all the philosophers. But before we go there, Actually, Srimad Bhagavatam is compared to 5 things, out of which yesterday Prabhuji was giving a good example of Mohini Murti. So in Srimad Bhagavatam only, the comparison is given in different places. The analogy is given. So Srimad Bhagavatam, first of all, it is compared to a lamp. Okay, just like if you put a lamp in a dark room, it will lit up the whole whole room. So it is compared to this. Yasvanubhavam akhila shruti saramekam adhyatma deepam atitirshatam tamo andham. So adhyatma deepam means lamp, right? So this adhyatma deepam, this the knowledge of Srimad Bhagavatam is like a deepam which will remove tamo andham, which will remove the darkness or ignorance. So that is the first comparison. The next comparison is in Srimad Bhagavatam. It is compared with the sun, Arka. So when 1343, Bhagavatam 1343, Krishne Swadhamopagate Dharma Jnanadibhi Saha Kalau Nashta Drusham Esha Puranarko Dhunoditaha. So when Krishna went away to his abode, along with this jnana and dharma, etc., then he left what? Srimad Bhagavatam for people like us who are in andhakar, who are in ignorance. And this Srimad Bhagavatam is like a sun from which we are getting light, and we can come out of the dense darkness of ignorance. That was it. Second comparison, Srimad Bhagavatam is compared to. And the third one, Bhagavatam, is compared to Krishna himself. Okay, so how Krishna himself, first and second cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam are compared to the lotus feet of the Lord. Okay, third and fourth cantos are compared to the thighs of the Lord. Fifth canto is compared to his waist, and sixth canto is compared to the chest of the Lord. Seventh and eighth cantos are compared to the arms of the Lord. Yeah, and ninth canto is his neck. 10th canto is his beautiful face, and 11th canto is his forehead, and 12th canto is the crown. So Krishna so Prabhupada always recommends everybody to read from first canto onwards to the 12th canto. Okay, so that way. The third comparison was Srimad Bhagavatam is compared to the Lord himself. The fourth comparison is Srimad Bhagavatam is like a kalpa vriksha, a desire fulfilling tree. It comes in the next shloka, but we'll just leave it there because we will learn it in the next shloka. Every verse of Srimad Bhagavatam has a potency to fulfill all our desires. That's why it is called as kalpa vriksha. And the fifth one is Mohini Murti. I don't have to elaborate because it was already done by Prabhu yesterday. So it just like Mohini Murti is giving Amruta only to the Devatas, and the demons are like fooled by her. So yeah, so like that, ye yatha mam prapadyante tam tathaiva bhajamyam. As and how one approaches Srimad Bhagavatam, that is how the Srimad Bhagavatam is going to reciprocate. Yes. So now Mahamuni, greatest of all the philosophers, who? Vyasadeva. So Vyasadeva, he has compiled this scripture. He has authored not only this Srimad Bhagavatam, but all the other Vedic scriptures also he has only done. But still he is recommending that Srimad Bhagavatam is the best. Yeah. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also is recommending this Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam. So now next line, Srimad Bhagavatam Mahamuni Krute Kim va Pare Ishvara. What is the necessity of any other scripture when such a great Srimad Bhagavatam is available for us? Yeah, isn't it not? Everything is there in Srimad Bhagavatam. We don't have to go for any other scripture. So now what happens if I read this scripture is the next question. Yeah, what happens So sadyo ruti avarudhyate atra kritibhi shushrubhis tat kshanat. So we'll go again. Satyo ruti avarudhyate means what? When I read, study Srimad Bhagavatam, immediately Supreme Lord becomes fixed in the heart of the devotee. He will be captured in the heart of the devotee. Then Atra Kritibi, how to receive this Srimad Bhagavatam, how to understand this Srimad Bhagavatam, because Atra Kritibi means why you are getting qualified to hear this Srimad Bhagavatam after many pious deeds, no? So it is very difficult for everybody, although that there are so many ISKCON temples, although so many places Srimad Bhagavatam is talked of, spoken, but not everybody wants to go and listen there what is happening. They don't want to go and listen over there. But we have got the opportunity after so many births to hear, to listen, to understand the Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna.
Where is the newspaper?
Mataji, I don't understand. Maybe by mistake somebody would have unmuted themselves. Okay, so where was I? Atra Kritibi. After many pious deeds, we are getting this birth where we are able to, where we are qualified to hear this Srimad Bhagavatam. So how we should hear? Shushrubhis. Always listen or hear submissively. With that desire should be there to sincerely, submissively hear. We should not challenge the attitude. No challenging attitude should be there. And also under proper guidance. Yeah. A proper guru, bona fide guru. And also with total surrender unto the Supreme Lord. Then only we are able to understand this. Hmm. So, Srila Prabhupada says, one is assured by the great sage Vyasadeva that he can realize the Supreme Personality directly by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Without undergoing the different stages of realization set forth in the Vedas, one can be lifted immediately to the position of Paramahamsa simply by agreeing to receive this message. You see, it's so Prabhupada is telling, no, this is like a benediction. Vyasadeva is telling you, just you listen, you try to understand this, hear the Srimad Bhagavatam, you will get to the Paramahamsa stage. Hmm? So, like that. So, Shushrubis, that kshanas. So, we have read the whole shloka. So, let's again get back to the starting and we will see the whole shloka at a time. So this shloka is telling dharma projita kaitavo atra paramo dharma. All the cheating religion is getting rejected atra paramo by this Srimad Bhagavat Puranam, which is understandable by whom? By nirmatsaranam, those who are non-envious, those devotees who are non-envious, they only can understand it. Vedyam Vastavam Atrushevadam, when you are reading this scripture, auspiciousness is prevailed everywhere, and Tapatrayon Mulanam, the Tapatraya, the miseries are all removed from your heart. What happens? This Srimad Bhagavatam, Mahamuni Krute, which is written by this Mahamuni Vyasadeva, Kim va pare, there is no other literature superior than this Srimad Bhagavatam. So when you read this, understand this, discuss this Srimad Bhagavatam, that time the Lord Sadyo Rudhi Avarudhyate, the Lord immediately enters into the heart of the devotee. Atra Kritibhi Shushrubhis. But how we have to understand and listen? Very carefully, sincerely, from authorized person. Then everything is possible. So that was the shloka for today. I just want to tell a small pastime. I know it is beyond time. Mataji said I can take 5 minutes more. So
Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
yeah, this is about Srila Prabhupada actually. Just trying to tell the importance of Srimad Bhagavatam, how important he felt it. So in the last days of Prabhupada, he was actually bedridden and he was very, very weak and sick. But even in that condition, Prabhupada was dictating his purpose. That time, he was dictating 13th chapter of the 10th canto. He was dictating purpose, and it was getting so difficult for him even to breathe. And in that condition, he was actually dictating the purpose. At that time, one of his disciples, His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, he suggested he couldn't take it any longer, that Srila Prabhupada is struggling so much. So he told Srila Prabhupada that please don't do this. It's not necessary. You've already done so much hard work, and it's so much strenuous for you to continue speaking, in this condition. So don't do it. But Srila Prabhupada replied, you know what he replied? This is very wonderful. He's telling him the story of a soldier, of a good soldier. He's saying that a good soldier, he's serving in the army of the king. So in the battle, what is happening? His legs are cut. Okay, somewhere. So he's like falling down, and his arms are moving. His head is cut. Still the arms are moving with the sword around. That whoever comes, at least some or the other enemy, he will kill. He's waving his sword in the air like that, with the head cut also. So similarly, Prabhupada is telling, I'm also servant of in that army of my Guru Maharaj. And as long as I am alive, I should be preaching. That is what Prabhupada is telling. He's a soldier in this, in this preaching work, in preaching Srimad Bhagavatam to everybody. In that condition also, he was so determined to speak about Srimad Bhagavatam. So we should take it as an inspiration and try to learn, read, experience this Srimad Bhagavatam by sincerely trying to listen to it. Also, this month is very auspicious. This is the Bhadra Purnima will come now, and on that day it is said that anyone who will place Srimad Bhagavatam on a golden throne and gives it as a gift, then definitely he will attain that transcendental destination, the supreme destination. So if we are not able to do that, at least we should, read Srimad Bhagavatam, discuss, listen, hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, is tomorrow,
Thank
no?
you.
Tomorrow, Bhadra Purnima.
Yeah.
Yes, tomorrow.
I will stop the share. So, Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much for patiently listening. I don't
Hare
know what I spoke.
Thank you so much.
Hare
For
Krishna,
giving
Mataji.
a very beautiful
Yes,
explanation.
Mataji, Mataji,
yes,
your
Prabhuji.
your Ken self told canto 1 and 2 is the lotus feet of Lord. 3,
Huh.
3
3 and 4 are the thighs, Prabhu.
thighs.
Yes.
Mataji, if I'm not mistaken, once in the when we were doing the special pastimes, also you have shared this. Sindhu, am I right? Is Sindhu there?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji has shared it. And we have taken a screenshot of that picture, Mataji.
So can you
Oh.
share it in the group again for everybody's reference? I remember.
Yes, sure, Mataji. Sure, Mataji. Hare
Thank you, sir. Prabhu, it will be done.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Any other question? Can we?
Hare Krishna,
Can we
Mataji,
take-
pranam.
Yeah.
Mataji said in the end, Mataji at the end, like one has to place the Bhagavatam on the golden throne. How can we practically do that, Mataji?
Maybe it's not possible here, but it's written in
No.
Bhagavatam 12th canto.
Mataji, we can do. That is, you must lay your heart,
Yeah.
your heart and soul. And you must, because Srimad Bhagavatam is nothing but Lord Himself.
Yes.
So think your heart to be the golden plate, and you have Lord within, and now you want to pass it on to others.
Hari Bol. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Pranams.
Krishna. Pranams. Harshita raised her hand. Yes, Mataji, you have question?
Yes,
Harshita?
Mataji. Hare Krishna. I have a question. Yesterday we studied that bhakti is not dependent on pious deeds. And today we studied that we are getting the opportunity to read Bhagavatam because of our pious deeds. So I'm unable to make the connection between the two. Can you elaborate?
Okay. It is not pious deeds also play an important part, but it is also by that mercy or I forgot the shloka. A small moment's association with a pure devotee also you get that mercy, and then you can read Srimad Bhagavatam, and then you can go to the temple, you can worship this bhakti. Yes.
Sadhu
Lava
Sangha
matra
Sadhu
sadhu
Sangha.
sangha sarva siddhi hoy.
Yes, got it, Mataji. Okay, thank you. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Sanmugha Priya Mataji, you have a question? Shanmugha.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Can you please explain me the last word, Shushrubi Takshanad?
Shushrubi is listening, Mataji. Desire to submissively hear, sincerely hear. And that kshanat means immediately, at once. There is no delay in that.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
As
Thank you,
soon as
Mataji.
you hear, as soon as you sincerely listen to Srimad Bhagavatam, immediately Krishna is there, appears in your heart.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
Mataji, your kind self is referring the Bhagavatam book. Which is that, Mataji?
Bhagavatam book.
Yes, you are referring now, you are seeing the screenshots and all those things.
This is from our Srimad Bhagavatam, which
So we
Prabhupada
are all having this type of books.
Yeah, yours is in, I guess, Kannada. I don't know the language. Kannada, mine is in English.
Yes, I do Kannada, but we won't get the photography and all those things in this.
Oh, this, Prabhu, I just went to Google
Yes.
search.
Okay. Thank
you.
How many of you all know the story of Gokarna?
Yes.
How many of you? Yes, because the stories say, I think long back I had told this. So when I get this opportunity, when we'll be quickly finishing, we will let you know. Slowly, we will, every time we will try and give you all small examples of how important is listening to Srimad Bhagavatam or reading Bhagavatam attentively and what are the benefits of it.
Yes.
So I think somebody has other sessions also with that note. If no question, then Mataji, can we stop?
Yes, Mataji.
Vancha kalpatarvishya kripa Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grantaraj Bhagavatam ki jai.
Thank you, Mataji. Pranam, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Wonderful
Krishna
class,
Mataji.
Mataji. Every
Thank you,
word
Mataji.
explained
Thank you,
so
Mataji.
nicely.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare
I
Krishna.
request
Hare
everybody,
Krishna.
tomorrow, please be careful. Tomorrow is, this Grahan, Chandra Grahan. Okay. So those who have deities at home, especially, we do Mangla Aarti and all that. So please check the time. Don't wake up Lord during the Grahan time. Only when the eclipse is over, we have to open the altar. Don't even keep the altar open. Check in your city what is the time, and you have to do Shuddhi everywhere. Take bath, do the Shuddhi, open the altar. You have to clean the altar. And if you have deities, you have to do Abhishekam. If you're not able to do elaborate Abhishekam, at least take water, put little Ganga Jal or Gaumutra, Tulsi, and do, and if you have little rose water or something, do the Abhishekam to the Lord. Yeah. Okay, please. And everywhere you have to do Shuddhi. If you have Gauark or you have Ganga Jal, If both are not there, take water, put one tulsi leaf, it is as good as Ganges. Gangecha, Yamnecha, Godavari, Narmade, Sindhu, Kavari, Jalismin, Sunditru. Yeah. So all the Ganges come there. Okay. Please take care tomorrow. So don't keep anything in the fridge, cooked one. If it is there too much, you need to add tulsi leaf to it. Yeah. Okay. Dear devotees, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji.
Mataji,
Thank you,
very
Mataji.
wonderful
Hare
session,
Krishna.
Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna to all devotees.
Very wonderful session, Mataji. It was very, very well explained, and Mataji had the slides so detailed, and it really helped us a lot, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
She's Dhamvasi. She's Dhamvasi.
I'm so lucky to get her association. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank
So,
you, Mataji.
we will meet tomorrow. Please try to log in at least 5 minutes before the time. Yeah. Thank
Okay,
you.
Mataji. Thank you.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Pranam.
Pranams.
Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranams, Mataji.
Pranams.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yeah, pranams.